What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and we are here at the Nerdcastle with the next episode of Sid Meier's Pirates, one of my favorite games of all time. In the previous episode, we had finished off all of the pirates. We're done. Every single pirate has been slain and brought to justice. And so now we are the only pirate left on the Spanish Main, which means that we've got a couple things to think about. We need to figure out alternative ways of making money. So as you go into the middle to the end game, which is sort of where we're at right now, we're at the mid game, firmly at the mid game. As you move towards the mid-game, what you want to focus on now is finding family members and finding Inca temples because they are worth a ton of money. In between, we want to find Montalban, defeat him again as many times as possible so that we can fight him at his fortress. Hopefully it goes well. I'm not really sure. It's a tough fight. I've done it before. It's a rough one, but I think we can still manage it as long as we do it before we turn 30. We can buy some pistols here. Not going to do it right now. Let's see. There's a ship going. Okay, I don't want to beat up the Dutch right now. And we had to capture a criminal here. So let's go ahead and do that. Take the rapier for a little bit just to do something different. And off we go to a... Oh, I just got stabbed in the head. That's no fun. I was going to say, we're off for more piratical merrymaking, but then I promptly got stabbed in the head. And so now, facing my new head wound, this profession does not seem quite so entertaining any longer. Let's go ahead and jump over the cutlass right there and stab him. Oh, nope, nope, nope. I don't know why that counted. It probably shouldn't have. There we go. And so, bottle over the head. The waitresses here wield bottles like masters. I don't know if that's a class that they take before they go, ooh, he wants to give me a lock, now make him stand trial. I'd rather have the 3,000 gold. He wants us to, he was going to give us a lock picking kit in return for letting him go, but not interested. Not interested at all. Let's talk to the governor. And so we are now an admiral. Good. We've done a lot of stuff since the last time we were here. Wow, we were happy to increase the size of your estate by 2,000 acres. He just like single-handedly doubled the size of our land holdings. That's not bad. Let's see here. I was hoping you would return. However, your generous gift has come to the attention of my fiancé, a rather jealous senior lieutenant. In fact, he has challenged you to a duel upon your next visit. As much as I detest the thought of bloodshed, I do hope that you will prove yourself to be a fearless swordsman upon your return. The king has offered me to dispatch an ultimatum to the Dutch city of St. Eustatius that will lead to war with Holland. I'm not going to do that. I don't care. Now what we need to do is we will hit up... You had all said that this place is called Nevis. And so I guess we can go... We need to talk to the French, though, first. Let's go ahead and hit up the French. We should probably hit up the Dutch, too. Have we talked to the Dutch in a while? I don't think that we have. Our crew is content right now, which is really, really good. A new governor fails to... Oh... Okay, so French raiders appear to be messing with... Wow, the British are getting rolled out on right now. They are getting obliterated. They're having a bad day. What's going on with the British? Why is everybody being mean to them? Why are the Dutch attacking the British? That's very strange. Maybe the... I don't know what just happened right there. Let's go to Montserrat, and then we will talk to the governor, as we always do. And so we are now a French baron. Very, very good. We've entered the barony. And then we get 1,300 acres. His plain daughter, we have a ruby ring. We'll give that to her. And it sounds like he's in Port-de-Paix. Okay. If I ever get back over there again, I don't know if we'll be going to Port-de-Paix anytime soon. Port-de-Paix, as I like to call it. Let's see here. I think Port-de-Paix is over Mia, as I recall. In the north. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be headed that direction. On the way over here, I talked to every tavern keeper, and we found out where Raimondo was as well, but he's in kind of inconvenient locations right now. Yes. Not interested. Okay, the Gamecock is okay, just in case you wanted to chase a Gamecock for the rest. The shipwright in Curacao can upgrade your ship with bronze cannons. Yeah, let's grab a few more pirates, although that might put me into unhappiness mode. It did. It put us into unhappiness mode. But it's important to note that unhappiness mode is not the same thing as, like, we're going to mutiny and kill you mode. I think there's one down below this, too, called angry or something like that. And so once it gets there, we'll worry about dividing the loot up. Let me take a look at our status. Crew is unhappy. I think there's one below that called angry, and we'll divide it up once we get to there. You gotta make good use of your time. I mean, when you're sitting around dividing the loot, that is the ultimate enemy in this game that you really sincerely want to avoid. Anytime you divide the loot, you're basically wasting your own life doing nothing. Why are we sailing so slowly right now? There's a wind of 12 knots. We should be perfectly fine. And in case you're wondering why it's called knots, it's because back in the day, they used to have a rope with knots tied in it, and they would throw it off the back of the ship, and then they would pull it in after a prescribed amount of time, and they would count how many knots they had traveled, and that's how they figured out how far they had gone. Ships still measure their distance in knots, interestingly enough. And their speed by knots. Let's see here. I'm sorry, their distance is done by probably kilometers anymore, but their speed is still done by knots. Let's see, Count Mildew. Good, and so we are now a marquis with the Dutch. And 650, attractive daughters here. Oh, she wanted a ruby ring and I just gave mine away. Let's see here. They want it to go to an ultimatum. I don't really feel like escorting anything right now. Sounds like the French and the Dutch. What was that? St. Martin's daughter is beautiful. Where is St. Martin at? Ah, so there it is. We may be able to find a beautiful Dutch daughter to marry, which is the big goal that I've been leaning towards since we've been playing, because it is part of what you're graded on, so you gotta go for it. Let's see here. Our wealth points, we are halfway to maximum. That's not bad, because that's the other way that you're judged. We're a marquis in the Dutch military. Okay, that's good. We're a baron there. We haven't been doing much with the English, and so it may do us well to maybe put in a little bit of time with the English. Who are the English at war with right now? Now, the Spanish are still the first group that we probably want to beat up the most. So I'll probably go... Our best plan is more than likely to go back up to Port-de-Paix, and we'll fight with all the Spanish around there, and we'll make friendly with the French until we get promoted enough. And we'll keep an eye out for Raimondo if he's ever in the vicinity. There we go. Get that ruby ring because we can. Baron Raimondo is headed towards Santiago. So yeah, Santiago, Cuba might be a good plan. Oh, he's headed to San Juan now. So since we're already right over here, it might be a good plan to go beat up Raimondo while we're in the neighborhood. Let's go talk to the governor, though, first. And we'll get our Dancing with the R's on. There's a beautiful daughter. That's the one that we've been looking for. So we'll go ahead and kiss her hand. And I think this is probably the location we're going to ingratiate ourselves to from now on. And so in the interest of really nailing this down, I'm going to try and get this dance done properly. So I may grow quite silent over the course of it. Although this could get a little bit hectic. So she's probably going to go back, bottom left. Very good. At a certain point, we're going to have to do the sped up version. I know she's going to get down and boogie hard. She knows how to twerk it. I mean, this lady, she definitely knows she gets ratchet. She gets real ratchet sometimes. We've got a double, okay. This is actually the first person that we've danced with that I want to put in work properly with to make sure that everything goes according to plan with the courtship. Our hat is fancy as hell. I don't know if you've been looking at that hat, but I've been looking at that hat this entire time. And our hat is super... It's fancy. If somebody shows up in that hat, and you know that they command attention everywhere that they go. There we go. I'll nail the beat on these next few. It'll be alright. Sure, we tripped that one time, but we don't want to be judged too much on our dancing. We've got other attributes, all kinds of attributes, like strength and dexterity and cunning and intellect. I mean, look at my character sheet. We've got a lot of them. It's really zoomed in on this one. I don't know if you've all noticed that, but I feel like it's more zoomed in this time than it has been in the past. There we go. And so we've got a lot of heart ready to go. We should get a gift out of her. I don't think there's a whole lot of gifts left she can give aside from some of these spy glasses and things. I believe you have an uncle who has been missing for many years. Okay, so she gave us information we already had. That's unfortunate. Let's go back and we'll start picking fights with the Spanish again. We're going to head Baron Raimondo off at San Juan, which is not too far. Oh, it's along the northern coast. Okay, I thought it was along the southern coast. That's cool. Unconcerned about it. We'll beat him up for a little while. We are going to relegate ourselves to hanging out around Spanish ports a whole lot from here on. I'm sorry, around French ports from here on out, because I think that's who we're going to be pimping ourselves to the hardest in the next couple episodes. Bunch of privateers out here. They can do their thing. Not really too worried about their continued existence. Instead, what I would rather prefer is that we get Raimondo up here. That'll give us another couple thousand gold to maybe get our crew on board with what's been going on. I think we can still dock in. Do we have a... We don't have anything wrong with us right now, so we can just hang out in San Juan until he gets here. We don't have a bounty, so there's nothing to worry about. Visit the tavern. He's got a quality spyglass. Don't care. Not a very good item. La Orient is headed to Montserrat. And so he's headed here 106 days ago. He should be here pretty shortly. No, we're not going to divide right now. No, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Instead, we're going to repair. We'll get rid of that brigantine. And I'm in the Queen Anne's Revenge right now. That's okay. I like the Queen Anne's Revenge. Repair that. We're looking pretty good right now as far as everything else goes. Do we have anything to sell? Oh, spices. Okay, we'll get rid of those. Got a lot of guns to sell too, although I think this ship can maybe use like 40 guns, so we may want to keep an eye on that. And then let's just head around. We're going to beat up some Spanish ships while we're here. We're also going to keep an eye out for Baron Raimondo, who should be on his way up and in. He came here from Santo Domingo, I think it was. Maybe? I wasn't paying attention too well. Let's take a look here. From Santiago to San Juan. And so he was actually a little bit further than that. He might not be here for a while. And we have no way of knowing whether he's going to go over the top or over the bottom. The AI tends to favor going over the top. But once again, there's no way for me to know that for certain. So unfortunately, we may have to hang out around here for a little while, get ourselves into trouble. Pirate raiders. God, this is all bad. We are kind of near the end where we do need to divide some loot. Looks like a flute. I don't know how that word's said, but it looks like flute to me, so. Probably fight a couple Spanish ships up in here, although we don't have the men to do that either, so. We may just want to keep an eye out for Raimondo. Damn, I was hoping this wouldn't happen. I really hate dithering around. I wanted to go find Blackbeard's treasure, do some other stuff, but we do need to find our family members too. Maybe that's what we'll do next. Let's go find Porta Pi. We're almost up there anyways. Let's go to Porta Pi. We'll get the criminal. And then from there, we'll head to the southeast. We'll try to do Blackbeard's treasure. I'm going to risk it. We're going to go over the top, and hopefully we'll see Raimondo along the way. He's been at sea for about 4 months, which means he should be somewhere in the vicinity, unless he leapfrogged us here. There's no way to tell, though. Let's go to the Jesuit mission, and we'll see if they've got anything for us. Sometimes they give you information on your family members for freebies, and so it's not too much of a hassle to swing through. Let's see. I'm not going to go with that because I don't care. He had a refugee transfer mission. It's like, meh. Not something I'm worried about right now. God, I really hope he went over the top. If he didn't go over the top, we're in trouble. Let me look at his path one more time. Santiago's over here. I don't know. I think he probably went over the top, but continue to hit every port along the way just in case. Looking for info. Lockpick set. And unfortunately, we're still not getting any crystal clear information as to where we might see him. It's alright. We'll chase him around a little bit. We're going to go get ourselves a criminal anyways. And if we seize him, we seize him. If we don't seize him, we don't seize him. Not a big deal. I don't really feel like seizing him anyways. He's sort of, I don't know, he's got like this weird cologne that he wears all the time. Really makes him sort of slick, almost as though he has like too much sunscreen on. And it makes it so that it's really difficult to seize him anyways. Tortuga. Go to the tavern. We'll capture Mr. Connery. Oh, I hit the wrong thing, but we recovered. Timed that one perfectly, and off the ledge she goes, doing that single-handed handstand breakdance move. Pretty impressive. Means that we got reasonable arm strength. We've been hitting the gym lately. Every one of our ships comes equipped with a pirate gym. A pirate gym, actually not quite as complicated as you would assume. It's mostly just picking up cannonballs and chewing on gunpowder. Down he goes, and he wants to, yeah, he's going to try and give us the lockpicking kit, but nope, he's going to stand trial. He has no choice. He's got pistols now, but I'm not going to take them. Alright, so we got the criminal. I'm going to go the long way around the horn right here. I think my best guess at this point is that he did indeed go south. We're going to do our best to beat up Spanish ships from here on out. If we can take them, we take them. If we can't take them, we can't take them. But we need to get ourselves some loot. How much does our ship carry, by the way? What is our capacity? It can't be that much. But I don't think we should need to capture too many more ships to carry our loot around for us. And so now what we want to accomplish is perhaps heading to Margarita to grab all of that lovely loot that's waiting for us out there. There's a trade galleon, so we'll take him. Hopefully we don't lose too many too many men, not too many ships. We don't have that many ships to lose. If I could do this without losing men, I would prefer to do it. So let's go ahead and we will put a nice little shot into the side, and hopefully he will just surrender now. Oh, they didn't draw their colors. Damn. Brave, but stupid. Let's get him off the ship before we lose too many more men. There we are. We're going to take everything. We're going to sink her because we don't need her. I don't know how much more loot we can carry on board, but I figure we've got enough. Is that a treasure ship right there? What is that? Treasure ship? Oh, it is. It's a treasure ship. Let's run it down. Let's cause some problems out here in the middle of the sea. We're going to be a bad, bad man once again. Old habits die hard. Sometimes you just got to be a pirate. Do what you want because a pirate is free. Until you get syphilis, at which point, then you should probably rethink your career decisions, but up until then, everything's probably okay. I'm just going to try and run up to the end here. Put some grape shot into him. Just kind of soften him up for boarding, but I don't think it's going to help. And there we go, on board we go. This guy has the potential to be a little bit faster. These treasure ship captains are sometimes quick. It looks like he's not going to be in this case. So we'll just go ahead and deal the damage that we're going to deal. Last 3 attacks have all been timed perfectly, as though we had ourselves a metronome o' murder. Off the ship he goes, and we plunder ourselves about 3,000 pieces of treasure. We've got 14 spaces left in our hold. Oh, we need to keep her, otherwise that's not going to work out for us, so we will. Let's go to Petite Guave, or however you say that word. We'll drop off some of our loot there. We'll sell off the ship. We'll make a little bit of cash. Everybody will be happy. Although I think we're kind of at the point of no return anymore with our pirates. They all seem to be discontent around the clock. Fortunately, the winds are not favoring us. This has the tendency to happen. Like I've said previously, I would really prefer that wind didn't exist on the overmap in this game. You just travel based on the size of your ship. It would have made the game a lot less tedious, because sometimes this happens. And even when I'm playing by myself, normally these things only bother me when I'm on camera, but I will say that this bothers me when I play by myself too. We're just like, well, we're doing nothing right now. This place is wealthy, so it should be able to take on some of this loot without us having to suffer from the cost. There we go, a little bit of cash made. Sell off some of these guns. Let's go talk to the governor. His beautiful daughter wants to go to the ball. Absolutely. See if we can get ourselves some freebies. Ooh, she's starting out slick. She's starting out quick. She's bringing out the real dance moves. She's not for an amateur, that's for sure. I feel like we don't want to dance too quickly, though. She might fall out of that top. We might have a very, very real R-rated situation on our hands. Now I'm going to have to censor the episode. Whole thing's gonna have to slow down on the production front. Just like, damn. Ah, well. I feel like she's leading a whole lot in these situations. Don't we ever get to lead? I want to lead eventually in this dance. I mean, I'm okay with taking turns. I'm a progressive man, but, you know, it's been 100% ladies leading on this one. At a certain point, I want to dictate the direction. If she messes it up, I get to judge her. How about that? This one's actually a little bit more random than some of the other ones. Ooh, almost got me right there. I missed the key slightly. I could videotape my fingers while I do this, and you can see how many buttons I actually push. I'm like, push all the buttons! If I can't succeed, button mash. Street Fighter taught me that works. Kind of. Sometimes. If that don't work, just throw the controller a cry. Like, ah! Pull a DSP and be like, I was blocking that! Oh, I don't know why. I love watching DSP play games. It's the funniest thing on earth to me. I don't even get mad about it. Some people get mad about watching DSP. But for me, it's just like, it's humorous. I don't know why. It's just funny to me. Oh, hell. I should stop talking. She'll be happy. It's fine. And so he's headed to Puerto Cabello. Puerto Cabello, where they snorting that yayo. No, I don't know. I'm just coming up with random rhymes. I don't know if that's what they do there. I think if I come back, yeah, we can already sell some more stuff. So let's sell some more stuff. God, this place's prices are amazing. This is like one of those make you wealthy ports. So we sail away, maybe swing on back around. I'm trying to make as much money as possible. I'm going to be really, really honest. I'm also trying to unload some of this loot so I can sell these ships that are following me around. Although the cannons would be the best call if that's what we were trying to do. Sitting at almost 120,000 gold. We need to ransack like one more ship, lose a little bit more crew, and we'll be okay. That's my goal in all of this. How much crew can I kill in order to clear out space? I'm going to get rid of the guns because I think that's probably going to clear out more hold space than anything else that we can get rid of. There we go. And I should probably pay attention to how many... Yeah, get rid of the treasure galleon. Not helping us right now. Repair our ship so that we're traveling at the best rate that we can. You got anything for me? Nope. Santa Marta. It's a Spanish... Oh, the Perla. Okay. Ah, so he's kind of going the same place we need to go. So let's head to the southeast. And if we see that treasure ship, we see that treasure ship. But we're going to go down there. We're going to try and get Blackbeard's treasure before we go much further. Because we do need to start working on other pirates' treasures. That's the other thing we need to transition into. Is perhaps doing a bit more pirate treasure along the way. I think... God, I really wish we could take out Montalban's hideout from now on. Like, I sincerely wish that we could find that a little bit easier, because we need to do that early in the game, too. We can't be like 35 years old trying to do the hideout. We'll just be too slow. He'll whip the hell out of us. I think we've got a pretty good run right here. If this doesn't go well for us, what we'll try and do is we'll try and stop in at Curacao. May have to cut a little bit more southward rather than southeastern, because the wind is not favoring us at the moment. Oh, I thought that was Raimondo for a minute. Nope, new warship. New warship. It's worth quite a bit with regards to the faction reputation that you'll get if you can take one of those, but... Really, we already hit the southern main already? Oh, wow, okay. So I guess we're just going to go straight into the wind for a little while then. I think I'm going to break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Hopefully in the next episode we can run down Raimondo one more time. We can also get Blackbeard's treasure before everybody gets angry with us. My name... Oh, I already said my name, didn't I? I already said my name, say my name. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.